Alright, there we go. Gosh darn it. Thank you, Vanilla. I can't believe I didn't notice that. Thank you. As I was saying, thank you for watching. We're back with more Final Fantasy XIV Online, where we're hopefully gonna be able to finish up the Alexander raids, and we have thankfully found some more side quests. This one is an Inspector Briardien side quest, and the next one will be with our hopefully favorite inspector, or our favorite detective, sorry. Inspector Briardien and our favorite detective. We'll see though. Thank you, Vanilla. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Master Abettor, I see you've returned as well. Lay and Theomacent have just finished explaining to me what happened. I thank you for your help in resolving this matter swiftly. But there appears to be something missing. Shen, pray tell, what became of the suspect? Surely those two wish to seek justice for the theft. Those two will tell you not, Inspector, for they are the culprits whom you seek. Whoa. Arkham Baden. Allow me to shed some light on this troubling situation. As a son of House Dizmail... Yeah, I was gonna say. Jerk. As a son of House Dizmail, it pained me to learn that our artisan's precious work had been spirited away. So I saw fit to conduct mine own investigation. I followed Lay at a distance only to find him and his friend consorting with the culprit. Camaraderie among orphans of the broom is to be expected, but to steal a saint's head so that they may retrieve it to prove their merit. And such desperation that they would desecrate a tome in this manner. You would expect a Samaritan to treat any holy text with the utmost care, even if they are but children's stories. Piss off, you priggish whoreson! Shent was there. He'll tell you you're wrong. Enough. You will all conduct yourself with decorum as befits seminarians. Lay, we will discuss penance for your foul language anon. Father Bravagnan, if I may, the next time the Scholasticate portions work with the sacred monuments, pray entrust the task to me. I am certain the artisans of my house would be at ease knowing their work was in cleaner, more dependable hands. Wow. And as for my ignoble peers, if the comprehension of advanced scripture is still beyond you, such that you require a tattered tome of children's lessons, then allow me to procure for you a new copy with mine own coin. You need not thank me. House Dismail prides itself on its charity to the deprived. Wow. God damn it, the opposite. My tome! If you would... Oof. What did you just say about treating sacred tomes, even if they're children's story, with more respect? Frick you. Just how long are you planning to lie there? You're completely hopeless. Thank you, Blazy? God. Well, they're meant for each other. Oh. Even everyone else is like, what are we watching here? God, this is what happens when you let him walk all over you. It'll be a miracle if we're not branded heretics by the end of this term. They, Theomacent, considered this a warning. You are saved this time solely by Master Abetter's integrity and the grace of the Fury. But I will not turn a blind eye if you continue to fraternize with questionable company. The insurmountable wall between the highborn and lowborn. I wonder, did our ancestors build it brick by brick, or was it fate which drove us apart? And where shall we go from here? Who are you, silhouetted person? We'll find out soon enough. Still waiting on the raid to get finalized. Master Abetter, I must apologize for the behavior of my students. They have been at each other's throats since the revelations came to light. As for your performance, you have surpassed my expectations, and I will allow you to assist Briardien in his work at the Scholasticate. Well done. If I may be so bold, Uncle, though I have but arrived, and this is the only case you have had me investigate thus far, I must say that I found it rather a waste of my talents. While theft is indeed a serious matter, I cannot help but wonder if this was merely some pretense. Surely you have a more pressing problem? An astute observation. I expected nothing less. There is indeed another matter I should discuss with you and your newly appointed associate. What's up? What's up? Bruvagnan is ready to say what is really on his mind. Gosh darn it, these two. I had better start from the beginning. It would not do to involve Master Abetter with our affairs without first ensuring he possesses a proper understanding of how our seminary functions and how we have been forced to change. You see, most men and women of the cloth go on to live fulfilling lives as pastors, academics, and poets. However, those who graduate from the Scholasticate with the highest marks are given an opportunity to serve in the vault, and perhaps one day rise to prominence. The stakes are quite high for those who seek such prestige, for they know full well that their academic performance may determine their future. It is they who strive for the top 3 seats that are granted the Scholasticate's official endorsement, the Trinity. And so those who wish to guide Ishgar's faith spend their days accumulating marks through academic pursuits, while at the same time honing their skills to persuade others to share their interpretations of Scripture. Up until now, it has resulted in no more than the occasional lively debate, for the Holy See was ultimately responsible for dictating doctrine. Ranking was naturally determined by one's familiarity with said doctrine. However, in light of recent events, that is no longer an option. Simply put, we cannot currently assess their academic performance in the traditional manner. A significant portion of the curriculum has been called into question. As a result, we have been forced to consider more subjective methods. And at this time of uncertainty, students are wont to lash out at their peers, whom they fear will exploit their interim system to their advantage. Distressing, I suppose, but what does this have to do with us? I require your unparalleled skills of observation and deduction. The only way to put an end to this bickering between students is to ensure beyond a shadow of a doubt that our interim evaluations are conducted in a fair and equitable manner. I ask you to stand as an observer. Until a new curriculum is decided, our evaluation system is vulnerable. In other words, you want us to catch the cheaters. Precisely. Now then, I have received word that the headmistress has returned to her office in the cathedral. I would ask that you introduce yourselves. Sure. But there is something you should keep in mind when speaking with headmistress Elvian? She is appointed to her position by the former archbishop. Thus, her views on the curriculum are quite traditional. I would advise you to discuss matters regarding the Holy See with utmost care. Wonderful. We have been expecting you. The headmistress awaits you within. Headmistress Elvian, may I have the pleasure to introduce the individuals who shall be in charge of keeping order at the Scholasticate. This is Consulting Inspector Briardien and his associate Chantabeta. Chantabeta, I must say, Father Briardien, your selections are rather appropriate. We thank you both for your service in our time of need. I trust that Father Briardien has briefed you in our humble seminary. Saint Edemalium's Scholasticate has produced Ishgar's finest clergy for centuries, including countless men and women who have served in the highest echelons of the Holy See. All of whom were spared a brutal death on the battlefield. In service to a misguided war they perpetuated, or so some might be given to say. He just said to be careful with what you say, Briardien. Come on now. True, but come on now. Indeed, some might, and they would not be entirely mistaken. For while we were wholly unaware of the deception perpetuated by the archbishops, we did unwittingly sustain it, to our sorrow. The idea that we willingly subjugated them to false precepts is, of course, preposterous. A contrived fantasy. Nevertheless, some fervently believe it true, and these selfsame individuals have come to view our instructors and students as targets for their misguided anger. It is of the paramount importance that we restore faith in the teachings. Yet how are we to regain the trust of the common man when our own seminaries are embroiled in childish quarrels? To refer to this tension regarding the interim evaluation system. Quite frankly, it is but one facet. Classes have been suspended until we complete our own painstaking review of the curriculum. Some students have taken leave, while the more dedicated have taken it upon themselves to conduct independent work to demonstrate their merits. We cannot allow this situation to continue indefinitely. Graduation is approaching, and we must make our recommendations. But the senior class is divided. They know not how they will be evaluated. Rather, they understand how they will be evaluated, but have no faith that our method will produce a fair result. A concern not without merit, I must confess. I, too, suspect that some may be driven to manipulate the interim system to their advantage. Interim. There. Yeah, just commence. We'll come back to it. Alright. We're in the eyes. Poke him in the eyes. Oh. Alright. Time to deactivate the barrier. Here we go. We're on a time limit now. The smoke is too thick. Can't see a damn thing. You'll have to press on alone. Thanks, Sid. Oh, we're not even inside it anymore. No, no. Ah! Oof. Another fast. Oh, hi. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What is this? Oh. Refurbisher? Oh, wait, what? What am I doing with this? Why'd I grab this when I don't know what I'm doing with it? Whoop. They go there? I don't know what to do with that. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed it. Well, I'm not gonna do that anymore. That's my bad. Oops. I will touch nothing. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. I'll leave. I have much regret. Much regret. Still, it's my first time, yeah, but I still shouldn't have touched anything, you know? Okay, I can't get in. No. Why not more fun? Uh... Uh-oh. So, I... Ha. At least I wasn't a healer with her skip. That's true. Could have swore that I've been able to... Before, if I, like... Came back here, I was able to come back and help in the fights before, but I guess not in this one? I guess that's certain ones? Now I'm just standing here unable to do anything. No, everyone died. Okay. I can't after the fight starts and anything? Okay. Then I was totally wrong then. Hi there, Olivia. How are you doing? I could be better. It's fine. I'll be fine. How about you? How are you doing? You're doing alright? Good. Glad to hear it. Thanks, but no thanks, Olivia. Did the healers leave? I didn't even notice that. Oh my gosh. Healers raged quit. Oh gosh. Oh god, okay. It only... God, that scared the crap out of me. Okay, it only reacts once we attack it. Good to know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am only going to attack the boss. I'm not gonna worry about anything else except for staying out of stuff. Okay, here we go. Yep, not touching it. Not touching it. It's not mine. I don't want it. When the wall lights up, run away. That means it will turn into lava. Okay, good to know. Oh no. Do I need to run? One tank down. Oh, ow! Full metal boss. I don't know why I'm not just frickin' using my ability to quickly get over there. I know I have it. Okay. Alright. What was that? Oh gosh. Thanks, Vanilla. Thank you. Okay, it's up and moving now. Oh god. Fine work, old friend. Thanks to you, we have a way in. Stay where you are. We're coming. But first, now that you're clear, we'd best get that barrier back up before the big fella gets restless. Wedge, ready the BBG-2 and reactivate the barrier on my mark. Mark! Ah, now the head's just outside the barrier. Ah, okay, okay. Excellent timing, Stola. Shent has done it, and we have a clear path into the heart of the beast. Good. 'Tis a relief to hear that at least one side of the operation proceeded according to plan. Oh. The same may not be said of the other. Our efforts to cut off the primal source of aether proved wholly ineffective. Quite why I cannot say, though I am hopeful that one among us can. What, Mead? On the basis that she summoned the damn thing, you mean? I think you'd better explain. Like all primals, Alexander constantly draws aether from its surroundings, both to sustain itself and to gain in strength. Master Matoy and I believe we could disrupt, or at the very least inhibit, this process by means of arcanima? Arcanima. By creating a vast etheric membrane between the primal and the land from which it drinks, which is why the old witch had me place those infernal devices of hers in every nook and cranny of this place. Are you telling me they don't work? Yes and no. As far as we could tell, the arcanima are functioning precisely as intended, and yet, for reasons we have been unable to ascertain, they have had no measurable effect on the primal. Alright, out with it, Mead. If there is anything you haven't told us, we need to hear it now. We are running out of options. I fear it will not avail us, but very well. It all began with a curious encounter in my younger days. I was out playing on my own one day when a stranger appeared before me. He told me anything my heart wished for could be mine if I but heeded his words. Ossian? Oh. In my youth, I did not fully comprehend what the man was proposing at the time. Nevertheless, his words seemed to burn themselves into my very soul, reunite the scattered shards of the Enigma Codex, and perform the sacred rite before the ruins that yet stand strong against the river's flow. Do I know this person? I don't know. Then and only then shall your hopes and dreams become reality. With that he handed me a relic, a horn with a tip of metal, which seemed so foreign as to hail from another world. It would serve as a catalyst for the summoning, he explained. A gift from a friend, Trava. A gift from your friend, Travancient. And then he was gone. You think so, but not 100% sure? I don't remember the name, Travancient. They might explain. Travancient? I know the man. Our paths crossed during my time in Limsa, in the days before the calamity. I might have guessed that the Ossians had a hand in this. Okay, so he is an Ossian then. But it was before the calamity, so I wouldn't know. Okay. I was not playing in the before times. The horn of which you speak was once rumored to reside on Seal Rock. It is a lost relic of the ancients with the power to manipulate the etheric energy in the very air around us. The Scions had long pursued the horn, fearing the devastation that might ensue were an artifact of such power to fall into the wrong hands. Finally, I do begin to see. If I have the right of it, Alexander's third corps is using the horn to draw aether from far and wide. 'Tis little wonder our plan failed. Even without moving an ilm, the primal possesses the means to train not just this land of aether, but our very star. Then our course is clear. If the old witch's magics won't avail us, we shall just have to get inside and dismantle the core the old-fashioned way. We still have to worry about the whole time travel thingy. Indeed, and yet we must be wary. We have set the course of time reversed once before, and may well see it again. Even should we succeed in destroying our target, there is naught to prevent the Illuminati from simply running the stricken core to its previous state. Aye, they are free to turn back the clock again and again, the primal growing stronger all the while. So what do we do then? We can't just give up. No, we press on. Lest we forget, controlling Alexander requires the Codex, and the Codex is but a useless piece of stone without the mind of the Gobby girl. It's useless without the mind of the Gobby girl. If we can rescue Round Rocks, Quick Thinks will have no way to flip the hourglass. The Circle of Knowing once tasked me with recovering the horn, and 'twas through mine own negligence that Travascent acquired it. That is now endangers our world is my responsibility. Even were I not a scion, I should do all in my power to make amends. Whatever assistance I can offer, it is yours. Then it begins. I'll send word to our friends in Idleshire. Biggs, Wedge, ready the Excelsior. Shent, prepare for departure. Let Operation Rescue Round Rocks commence. Oh. Wait, cat? There are two cats. What does it mean? Seven hells, it wasn't enough that those Illuminati lunatics had a bleeding time machine, was it? No, it had to be a time machine with the power to destroy the whole bleeding world. I mean, I'm used to the future of yours being at stake. But this is the future, past and present, all rolled into one. We have to get Round Rocks out of there before those gobbies can put any more of their crazy schemes in motion. True. Speaking of gobbies, have you talked to old Bactrix lately? Turns out the kitten we met wasn't Shanoa after all, just a doppelganger. He's already taken the little furball back to the shortstop and given a name. Screwdinger. Oh no, Schrödinger. Or however you... because Schrödinger's cats. Schrödinger, or however you'd pronounce it. Anyway, I'd best be headed back that way myself. See you there, Shint. Thanks. No, doppelganger. Not twins, doppelganger. It's Schrödinger's cat. Undaunted by recent revelations, Biggs would brief you on the next stage of the rescue mission. Ready to head back into the belly of the beast, Shint? Alright, let's get this rescue mission off the ground. First, some good news. While the barrier was down, we were able to get our first good look inside Alexander's innards. As far as we could tell, Round Rocks is being held captive in what seems to be the central control chamber of the whole Colossus, called, helpfully, Central Control. As to how we reach it, do you remember when you infiltrated Midas? There was that cavernous room with a dirty great city in it. Aye, well, we've spotted one of those floating platforms which goes back and forth between there and the place we need to get to. Quickest route to the city is straight through the Giant's Head. You go in through the hatch you opened for us last time, take care of any guards, and secure the platform I mentioned. Meanwhile, the chief and the others will be making their way to you via Midas, after setting out in advance to sweep the place for any nasty surprises. Once you all rendezvoused, it'll be time to storm the control room, while me and Wedge stage a little diversion. Got all that? Good. Then let's crack some Illuminati skulls. The breath of the Creator now accessible. Going into the lungs. Got it. Oh, good. Good. Alright. And then back to the other quests. Back to Ishgard. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, wait, no. I need, not Sea of Clouds. I need frickin' down to Foundation. There we go. Better. There we go. Hmm? What was what? Can use small, need to use big. Oh, for the map? Yeah. I'm not great with maps. Gonna back up the pillars and here. Oh, random player out of nowhere. Heart of the party. Alright. We'll skip back to where we were before. Alright. This is around where we left off. Oh, did I skip way too much? I can't go back to read. Event. Oh, okay. Whoo. Okay. Good. 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 Okay. Paramount important to restore faith in the teachings. Yet how are we to regain the trust of the common man when our own seminarians are embroiled in trice quarrels? You refer to the tension regarding the interim evaluation systems. Quite frankly, it is but one facet. Classes have been suspended until we complete our own painstaking review. We got rid of that. Graduation approaching. They understand how they will be, but have no faith that our methods will produce a fair result. Currently, certainly not without merit. I expect some have already tried, but that is why we have brought in outside observers. Inspector Briardien should better. If anyone is engaged in unscrupulous behavior, I should have it brought to an end at once. May the fear. Okay, so I was literally at the end whenever I went into the dungeon. Good to know. Okay. May the Fury guide you in your task. Good. Okay. We're alright then, for the most part. It sucks that I skipped a bit of it. Now then, before we proceed, might you both tell us a little about your students, Father? My apologies. I am Father Satinois. In addition to teaching the fundamentals of Hellenic polity, I also oversee fundraising for the stipends of underprivileged students. Stipends. While I would like to help you, I think my opinion would not do them justice. I would suggest getting to know them yourselves. I feel the same. The way in which people speak in front of their instructors is not the same as amongst themselves. In my 10 years of counseling, they have minded their etiquette and are not but cordial with me. However, I can recommend one of my students, who is quite vocal. Mayhap you try speaking with the dormitory prefect Arcombadine? Given his closeness to the students' social affairs, he may also be able to give you insight into what they talk about. Arcombadin. Ah, yes, the silver-haired boy. A son of House Dismail, as I recall. I shall heed your suggestion, Sister Gaytel, given his duty and status. Hmm. Pray keep your voice down while inside the Scholasticate. Has no one ever told you that brandishing weapons is frowned upon in places of enlightenment? That is, unless they has set you to stir up more trouble. Rest assured that my associate possesses armaments only to resolve troublesome situations, not create them. We merely came to ask of your well-being and your expectations of the future. Commence. Again, we can easily come back to this. Just happy that this is actually going kind of quick. I say while waiting for the tank. Okay, there we go. I'm not gonna say the city isn't cool, because it is. It's a very cool city, but... Whew. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you want some of this? Bring it! I can't understand a word of the song. Oh, what is this? What is this? Where is everyone? Oh! Oh, I just now noticed that. Oh my god, no! God press? You're gonna tell me to turn around? I can't. The second too early for you, I guess. Oh man, that startled me. Whoa! Hate that. Yeah. Everyone's been needing this stuff. I'm gonna need it. Yeah, I have no clue what the lyrics are to that song. Excellent work, old friend. That platform is our shortcut to the heart of the machine. All seems quiet on our front, so. Seven hells, we've got company! Oh god. Destroy the codex. Destroy it! Ah, there you are, Shint. We were met by a small welcoming party, but it was nothing we couldn't handle. Biggs and Wedge just contacted me as well. They're headed here as we speak. Round Rocks. Wait, it could be a trap. So this is the Enigma Codex. What do you think, Sid? You stole it? Oh, what's that? And that must be the third and final core. 12 have mercy if you could but see the volume aether issuing from it. Psh. Yes, much swirly bright. Time wings can spread. Travel to overtimes. Make bad things good again. Could it be? Do we truly have the power to change the past? I could erase my mistakes. I could see him again. 3 years ago, me lost dear one. Me once dear one back, yes? Round Rocks helps Mead. Round Rocks, no. You must save your strength. Mead worries too much. Round Rocks is strong, Gobby. Uplanders hold on to brain cases. Time wings spread. Seven hells, has the girl gone mad? Stop this, Round Rocks! Stop, I say! Ain't stopping. We're going back 3 years ago. Uh-oh. Uh, Biggs, where are we? And why is everything spinning? Biggs, Wedge, can you hear me? Round Rocks has engaged Alexander's time distortion mechanism. We're hurling into the pass. Where? What? Biggs, over here. You're not gonna believe this. What's me doing down there with those... Hold on, they're performing the summoning ritual? Bugger me, we really are in the past. Oh, yeah. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Who did the summoning first? What in the seven hell? Someone's taken control of the Colossus. Hold tight. I think it's about to go berserk. Damn it all, this isn't right. We must abort the summoning. Quick, Mead. The seal! Dan, no! Psh, sh, what is metal-making kitten doing? Oh, that's how she got the scar and how she got the book. What the heck? It's the same book, yeah. This is some real timey-wimey stuff, isn't it? It would seem we are back in our own time. Psh, past is made right, and we return to now times. Treasure hunters' friends die, as it is right, as it is writ, as it must be. Uplanders serve quick things well today. Psh, Uplanders are not grasping meaning. Quick things breaks into bitty pieces, fit in Uplanders' tiny brain cases. Time is flat round shape. All things Uplanders and Gobbies did are doing and will do. Doings happen over and over and over. Again for all times. So when Mead and her friends attempted to summon Alexander 3 years ago, what they actually saw was us traveling back in time? But that's madness. Time is an endless circle. My failure, my pain, my suffering, it was all doomed to unfold like this from the very beginning. Let us away, quickly! Mead! Mead must hurry! No, nothing remains for me out there. My future, my past, my reason for being. It all ended before it even began. God damn it, Mead! 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 God damn it, Mead. Oh, and it's raining. Oh, that's sadly fitting. Well, shit. What the heck? Oh, it's from the light. Chief, Istola, and Round Rocks. Gods, I've never been so bloody glad to see you. I thought I thought we'd never make it back in one. Wait, where's Mead? Psh. Mead stays behind in Giant of Whirlycogs, all because of Round Rocks. Round Rocks must go back to Giant of Whirlycogs. Save Mead! You leave that to us, child. Wedge, get Jessie on the link pearl and tell her to bring the Excelsior around. Though I don't much care for the answer, we finally know the truth behind the events of that day 3 years past. The Illuminati masterminded the massacre, and through some ungodly trick of time, it was us that brought them there to do the deed. And what about Mead? The only thing keeping her going was the hope that her beau's love lived on in the machine. But seeing what happened to the poor bastard... Aye, we witnessed the truth with our own eyes, sucked into the core of the Colossus to sate the primal's appetite. If aught remains of him, it is no more than heat and light. What the heck? Oh, I can get music. Biggs' instructions for you from Sid. Quick Think says the future's already been writ, eh? That we're fighting a losing battle? Well, we've got a thing or two to say about that, don't we, Shint? Roundrox is safe with us, which means the Illuminati won't be turning back time on us anymore. That's not all. Thanks to your efforts, we've got ourselves a straight path to the third and final core. Aye, the very heart of the Colossus. Put it out of action, and the whole thing will grind to a halt. Let's go, Shint. We'll show the Illuminati what the future's yet to be decided, and save Mead while we're at it. Wait, what? Okay, the heart of the creator. There we go. We'll join. We'll enter the heart. We'll continue with this storyline. Yes, I'll keep my voice down. Sorry. No one ever told you that brandishing weapons is frowned upon. Yes, rest assured that my associate inspector draws his armaments only to resolve troublesome situations, not create them. We merely came to ask of your well-being and your expectations for the future. Under the auspices of the headmistress, I am sure. Very well. I, the Brazor de Buffont of House. I, the Brazor. Oh, names. Oh, names. I love names. Names are so much fun. Alright. Le Brassois de Bonfoy of House Bonfoy, in service of House Dismail, presents to you Arcambadine de Dismail. I hate it. As prefects of the Scholasticate dormitory, we are responsible for keeping the peace between our fellow seminarians. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not the foreigner who went to rather great lengths to expose the Archbishop's falsehoods, responsible for the re-evaluation of the entire curriculum? Yep. Quite the resolution, that. And for what? Every great nation's history is marred by the sins of the past. El Amigo, Ulda, Limbs of the Minsa. Please. Each was built on a foundation of lies and blood. Which is not to say we elites should not learn from these mistakes, but we have served as shepherds for the people for 1,000 years, have a duty to maintain order through the preservation of tradition. Would a Wainwright cast aside his father's best cart when it has but a broken wheel? Indeed, Arcambadine and I have said as much to those who support a more radical approach. The last thing we need is the young seminarians running about crying for reformation. I see. So you both have been quite active in convincing the other students to see things your way. How have you fared? 'Tis hardly a daunting task. Many seek comfort in consistency. Sister Gaytel has tasked us with bringing back the students who took leave. Why not let our results determine how persuasive we are? I thank you, gentlemen, for your cooperation, and wish you the best of luck with your efforts. Acknowledgement, if these students are bringing back their truant peers, there must be others who are doing the same. Let us split up and seek out the participants. No. A new friend of faraway lands graces us with his presence today. Well met, good sir. And what had my chop deliver? He was looking at me until you showed up. I see, so you're helping Inspector Briardien. A pleasure to meet you. I am Cramois de Mentigny. But you may address me simply by my first name. I'll call you Cram. Hey, Cram. So what brings you to the Pillars? Could it be you are to observe how we go about convincing truant seminarians to return? Then by all means, let me show you how it is done. Yeah. I must admit, I find many of the other students rather intimidating, but thanks to Cram, I am considering returning to the Scholasticate to resume my studies. We were discussing the responsibility the Highborn have to redress the imbalance. Of the furies of love will all men receive, by the balance of his spear will all be set free. So it is written in volume 11 of the 72 Articles of Hellenic Polity. Equal under her ever-watching gaze. Ah, would that you graced our halls with your presence once more, that I might favor you with mine own gaze. I fondly recall seeing your lovely face always buried in that tome. Oh, Cram, you did notice. I thought to pen a lengthy treatise on it, but I couldn't make do once the volume vanished. Oh, so you help Matthew by searching for that tome? With how relevant the content has become these days, I suppose it's not surprising it would go missing. In any event, you've convinced me. I will gather my things and return to the dormitory straight away. Yes, that is the way. One must seize the moment and act upon one's convictions. Life is but a fleeting, fragile thing. Wouldn't you agree, my dear? Well, I've done my part in guiding a little lamb back to the flock. Now to celebrate with a well-deserved nap. I bid you both farewell. Huh. Oh, hello, Shant. Lee and I were just about to visit our friends in Foundation and try to convince them to return to their studies. It's been difficult since we aren't exactly held in high regard right now. The dormitory prefects have made sure of that. We must do all in our power to motivate our friends to come back to the Scholasticate. Then we can strive for higher marks together. Right, and then we can convince our peers that we are just as worthy as any highborn in the clergy. They'll welcome us with open arms, and all will be well in Ishgard. If Arcombidine and his cronies receive the Scholasticate's endorsement, no one will ever listen to us. We can't let them take the Trinity. I'd rather not think of it that way, Lee. Let's just focus on bringing back as many people as we can. Well, that's how the Highborn are thinking about it. The more vocal we become, the more they will see us as a threat. That's why we have to stick together. Yes, keep voice down. I will. Right then, let us see how competitive these students truly are. It brings me joy to see many of our brothers and sisters return to the Scholasticate. Sister Gaetel, the floor is yours. Thank you, Arcombadine. I will now announce how many of our stray sheep each student persuaded to come home. Both the Amacent and Lay were able to bring back one student each. Whoop. We'll come back to this. Oh, it's a big old crystal. Here we go. gosh. It's a Mechon. Or a Digimon. Transformation transition to something rapid, something. Oh, hi? No? Well, that's unfortunate. Wonderful. I could. Okay. I guess I was supposed to click that. I'll wait. Died at the end of it, but it's fine. We got it in the end. Uh, just need, greed, pass, need, greed. There we go. Outstanding shot. Another Illuminati creation reduced to scrap metal. I'll wager the mere sight of you is enough to send the gobby scurrying back to the drawing board. There it is, the heart of the beast. Only now that I see it up close do I comprehend the true scale of the thing. To have reached this size in so short a span of time, the core must be taking in aether at a positively ungodly rate. I'd be willing to wager that it can regrow itself faster than we could ever hope to chip away at it. Which means we'll need to change tack. A central control room houses everything required to operate the Colossus. It's not inconceivable that it might offer us a way to regulate, or even shut off, the flow of aether to the core. Of course, any attempt to control Alexander is doomed to fail without the guidance of the Enigma Codex. There's only one person alive who can access its secrets. But Chief, do we really need to drag the poor girl back here? What if she falls into Illuminati hands again? What's the cat doing? Is the cat hiding? Psh. Uplanders waste their tongue flaps. Quick thinks has seen future. True future. And it ends badly for Uplanders. Very, very badly. Uplanders thinks they have lazy walk into central control. Quick thinks not. All passages are sealed. All floaty boards disabled. Only way left open is here, through core chamber. And when Uplanders come next, it will be Uplanders' end times. Quick thinks has seen it. Do it, cat. Do it! Psh, bad! Oi, Wedge. Is it just me? Are you getting the feeling we've seen all this happen before? Bad Shanoa, stupid creature, what goes on in brain case? It is a watcher book of Bactrix. And look, writings end where Bactrix leaves off, when Shanoa sends watcher book spinny falling from Bactrix's fingers. What the? You mean to say the book Quick Thinks has been reading from all this time is your journal? The same journal that slipped from your hands when we traveled back in time. So that's how he was able to anticipate our every move. He's no prophet, just a gobby with delusions of grandeur and a diary from the future. So the glorious bleeding future he was always going on about, and the one that was writ, was nothing but Patrick's record of the stuff we'd already seen? Bugger me, I've just had a thought. Oi, cat, are you Schrodinger from the shortstop? Or are you Quick Thinks' familiar Shanoa? Twice for yay, was it? Twice for yay, was it, Chief? I bleeding knew it. She's both! After Schrodinger went tumbling down from the Colossus, and don't ask me how she survived the drop, Quick Things found her, took her in, and gave her a new name. It's like they're two cats, but also one, at the same time. Setting aside for a moment the question of whether or not that even makes sense, what possessed that confounded cat, whatever you want to call her, to do all this in the first place? I swear all she's done is make a right old mess of things. Now, Wedge, taking out our frustrations on a mewling kitten won't get us any closer to dismantling the core. Getting back to the crux of the matter. Backrix, you said the journal ended right where you left off, yes? There's nothing but blank pages from that point on. Do you hear that, everyone? Though Quick Things would have us believe otherwise, the future from here onward, that is still to be written. And I'll be damned if we won't be the ones to write it. Yeah. Future book is gone, but no matter. All knowings of true times are safe up here, in Quick Thinks' brain case. Quick Thinks' chosen one, mender of history. Truth is unchanging. True times choose Quick Thinks to do their bidding. True time sends Shanoa into past, delivered to Quick Thinks' knowings of future. True Times lives inside, guiding all of Quick Thinks' doings. Every tongue flap, every busy deal, every brain spark of Quick Thinks brings world closer and closer to perfection, guides Illuminati to rightful place as rulers of New World Order. True Times will not be unmade by ignorant uplanders. Psh. Psh. Quick Thinks needs no future book, no gobby girl. Quick Thinks needs nothing and no one but one's self. Future was then own self, and future has chosen, and future chooses Quick Thinks. Yes, even now, power granted by True Times wells from Quick Thinks' fingertips, power beyond understanding of Uplander's feeble brain cases. Psh, Alexander, Overwatcher of True Times, deliver divine judgment on ignorant Uplanders, and crush them out of existence for all times. Oh, he can control it. Dang. Alright. We'll leave off Alexander for now. I was hoping I'd be able to get through it today, but we'll do the epic conclusion to the Alexander raid next time. We'll get it ready, though. Let me see if I've got this right. 3 years ago, the quick thinks of back then found the journal that the backricks of now dropped, which was only possible because we traveled into the past, what with time being a circle and all that. So he had a look inside, and not knowing the truth of the matter, got it into his head that he was some sort of prophet chosen to set history straight, and that Shonoma, who miraculously delivered the book to him, was a messenger from the future sent to show him the way. That's all well and good, but the question remains, why did that bloody cat start all this in the first place? What could she possibly stand to gain from setting in motion this ridiculously convoluted series of events? Another answer found, another question raised, Ancient. More music! Big steels himself for what may well be your final confrontation with the Illuminati. Alright, Shint, this is it. We still don't know exactly how we're going to disable the core, but we do know that our only chance is to get back to that central control room. We also know that there's only one way in, and that Quick Things isn't going to let us through without a fight. Now, we can be pretty sure he can't see the future. Not anymore, at least. And without Roundrocks to read the codex for him, he won't be turning back time on us either. But he's still a power-mad maniac with some of the deadliest machina in the realm at his disposal, and after losing that book of his, I'd wager that his trigger fingers feeling pretty bleeding itchy. We'd best be ready for battle and a half. Muscle against metal, man against machine. Gods, I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or soil myself. Mayhap all three. Here comes the chief now. It's time to move out. Oh, are we just doing this? I thought I had to do the raid and everything. Oh no. Well. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time moves on, imperfect past giving way to perfect future. Worthy or unworthy of place in New World Order. Alexander would judge. Yes, all is as Quick Things foresees. Truth hammer of Alexander falls on uplanders. Ignorant and unworthy are not welcome in Illuminati future. Here uplanders meet their end times. What? Freeze time field is deactivated? Pshh. No matter, uplanders will be reduced to smolder dust. Fire! The dodge! Good going, everybody. Seven hells, now that was a bit too close for comfort. Is everyone alright? A Colossus inside the Colossus? Look, I don't know what that thing was, but I'm pretty damn sure I know where it went, or more accurately, when. If I'm not mistaken, what we're looking at is a localized distortion of time. The only question is when our metal friend will reappear. Better not to wait, unless it catches us unawares. Shint, I need you to head into the distortion and dismantle that thing. We'll secure a path to the central control while you do. Good luck. The soul of the creator now accessible. Now access to the soul of the creator. Alexander can be accessed via the duty finder. Alexander can also be accessed via the entrance and the main generators of the maker quarter. Alright, so next is the soul. But again, we will do that next time. Hmm. Thank you, Arc. Acombadine and Arc and Libra were each able to convince 3 students to return. The most of all, excellent work, all of you. What about the student in Kremavois convinced to return? Oh, is this true? Are we missing someone from the Count? The girl you speak of has formally withdrawn from the Scholasticate. Apparently she was not at all enthusiastic about returning, as she led Cram to believe. Mayhap she chose to play along so that he would cease his harassment. Perhaps it was for the best. She rarely engaged her fellow students, instead choosing to sit alone and read the articles of Hellenic polity. Given the recent revelations, I suspect she became disillusioned with the faith. Strange you would say that, Libra. When last I spoke with her, Ula was quite interested in Volume 11's Equal Under Her Ever-Watching Gaze passage, one that you and your master would soon pretend did not exist. If she were the victim of harassment, I rather expect it was at your hands. Are you implying that we had something to do with it because we did not share her views? What rot! You dishonor yourself and your house with such baseless accusations. Rather you would if aught remained of your house to dishonor. I yield, good sir, I yield. I lack the qualities the honorable Lord Arc possesses, which enables him to deliver such observations. Well, if Ula has withdrawn, then I must mourn her departure by walking through the dormitory halls, reciting excerpts from Volume 11. And how do you intend to do that? Volume 11 of the Articles of Hellenic Polity have been missing for some time now. The tomes themselves are inconsequential if one has taken the words to heart. How fortunate we are that the wisdom of our forebears is not so easily forgotten. Would you not agree? Such impudence as befits a sixth son. For all his failings, his father was wise to send him away. At any rate, we are blessed that this handful of truants has returned to us. Truly it is the Fury's will that we overcome these trials and tribulations, and move forward with a singular vision for the future. Student with a keen insight and a controversial precept who withdraws without explanation. Seems rather odd to me as well. Mayhap it worthy of our attention. Let's go talk to the student. Ula. Ula was her name? Shent, were you present when Cram spoke with Ula? Yeah. So she was indeed enthusiastic about returning to the Scholasticate. Why did she instead decide to withdraw? Cram all but accused Ark of having a hand in it, as well as the disappearance of this Volume 11. Not more than slander spoken in anger, perhaps, but the situation does merit further investigation. Look forward to your results, Inspector, Master Abettor. If I might have a word with you in private, pray meet with me near the plaza in front of St. Reminaud's Cathedral. Time is at 9:50. Wonderful, wonderful. Alrighty, I need to get ready for work. So I'm gonna go ahead and get us to where we need to go. Oh, I'm dumb. He was in the pillars, not here. Why'd I come to Foundation? We'll do last vigil. We'll get set up next to Satanoa. Whee! Ow. Oh, someone else is doing that too. I assume, anyway. Alright. So we'll continue this next time. Yahoo. Yahoo, yahoo, yahoo. Oh, goodness. And yeah, we'll continue on. We'll finish up Alexander for realsy this time. The epic conclusion. We'll continue on with this storyline, and yeah, we'll see our favorite bumbling detective, maybe. Depending how long this questline is. This is a decent questline so far, too. So we'll see. Plus, I kind of like Briardien on his own, too. He meshes well with our bumbling detective, but I like some quests with just him. It's kind of nice, too, you know? Alright. So, until next time, I thank y'all very much, especially you, Vanilla. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate ya chatting with me and helping me, especially through these raids. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, I'll probably be picking this back up tomorrow. We'll see. More than likely. So yeah, I hope to see y'all then. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, rest of your day, whichever it may be. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.